Well, hello and thank you for joining us today. Having established what worship is and that we are to worship God and Him alone, we now need to look at why do we worship? Quite simply, we worship because that was why we were created. It is in our very nature. We are all worshippers, though we've learnt that it is only God who deserves and should be worshipped. When God created us, He did not need us. We were not created to fulfill a need in God. God is the all-sufficient one. Nevertheless, God created us for His own glory. Isaiah 43:7 says, "Everyone whom I created for my glory, whom I formed and made." Therefore, we are to do all to the glory of God. Created to glorify God indicates that we are so very important to Him. Our purpose in life then is to glorify Him. So many people today, and I include Christians in this, don't know what the purpose is. Why they're here. Show me, Lord, what you want, what you require of me, what you want me to be. God has. You just haven't been listening. He wants you to worship Him, to glorify Him in what you think, what you say, and in what you do. Now, because worship glorifies God and fulfills the purpose for which God created us, it is an act of eternal significance and great value. Worship is simply doing the will of God. We're constantly warned in the Bible of the dangers of following the ways of the world and of succumbing to the desires of the flesh and to those who would lead us astray. Ephesians 5 tells us to find out what pleases the Lord. Live as children of light, making the most of every opportunity because the days are evil. And to understand what the Lord's will is. Let me tell you, to worship God is to do the will of God. It is to make the best use of the time that you have. Too often we get caught up in trivial matters. We expound too much time and energy on things that are not important at all. As Matthew 6 tells us, "Therefore I tell you, do not worry about your life. Who of you by worrying can add a single hour to your life? So do not worry, but seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." When we worship God, we ascribe to the Lord the glory due to Him. God is worthy of worship, and we are not. And so we don't call attention to ourselves as so many people like to do, but we call attention to God and think about Him. That is what we are commanded to do, to fully worship Him in everything we think, say and do, to trust Him wholeheartedly. It is the supreme purpose for which believers were redeemed and which will occupy our time in eternity. Thank you.